Right. So, with our first pick here, we are glad to welcome aboard and Ike Uzama. How'd I do? That was good.
How many times did you practice it?
Felix. And Felix is a heck of a player from Kansas State, defensive end. We love his ability to rush the passer and play the run. He does both very well. He's also a Kansas City native here, so we appreciate that part of it too. But most of all, a good football player. When you're picking right there at 31, you try to take the best player that's available to you on the board, and he was that guy. And so we feel very comfortable bringing him into our program. Great kid. Had a chance to hang with him here during our local pro day, and enjoyed talking with him and visiting with him there. So that time, Drew.
What was the conversation like when you placed the call and, on his end, they're seeing, one arrowhead drive coming up across the caller ID?
Yeah, so Brett called him initially and talked to him. By the time I got to him, he couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear him. So I was just passing the phone on. He was obviously at a party. There was a party going on there.
When you draft a guy like that, how much is Spags in your ear about how he fits with what he likes to do on defense?
Yeah, no, Spags and our defensive staff did a great job of sorting all these guys out. Joe Cullen is relentless with the value. He evaluates everybody. You just give he finds that somebody that says defensive line on, he's going to evaluate. That's Joe Cullen I'm talking about. So he loved him. Spags loved him. Pretty easy decision right there.
Andy, what do you see as his readiness? How close is he to being able to help you out right away?
Yeah, no, I think he'll definitely, I think, be able to, bar an injury or something like that. But I think he'll be able to help us right away.
In both phases of the game? Pass rush, rundowns?
Yeah, sure. I think he can give you good snaps in both places.
Andy, how much was, obviously, his position is a premium position in the league, how much of your guys' thinking was attacking edge rusher in this first round versus that's just the best player that you had on the board?
Yeah, well, we kind of start there in the offensive line and check those out, make sure we're in good position in both. And we thought we could use another defensive lineman, either interior or an edge rusher, and or an edge player. And so he fits into that too.
Do you feel like it's this time of year, I mean, in comparison to last year's, I realize you might not be able to rattle those off at the top of your head, but just that need feels maybe less severe than other times when you've been in the draft?
Yeah, I'd probably tell you yes. I feel that way. And, but what you want to do is you want to bring in guys who can play, but also have great competition. That kind of makes everybody better. And particularly when you're down there low. I thought Brett did a great job of staying disciplined with what the board was showing him and not going somewhere of just absolute need, So, and some of that's because we don't have a lot of those.
Fair to say you see him fitting in the role Frank Clark used to have in that Leo, kind of opposite where George played most last year?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where he's most comfortable, what side he's most comfortable on, and go from there. But I think he'll work in. We'll have a nice rotation there once it's all said and done.
What Joe Cullen was able to do with George last year and how productive he was down the stretch, how confident are you that he could maybe do the same with Will Davis?
Yeah, I think he'll. Listen, I think you get that same play time amount from him. Again, we'll just see. That's a long ways away, but we felt comfortable enough in the first round to take him and not trade ourselves out of the first round, which we had opportunities to do. But we felt we wanted to stay right there and take him.
Coach, you said when you had the local pro day, what did he do that stood out that from the rest of the local talent that you all decided to go in that direction?
Well, he didn't work out. He stood right next to me. So, he didn't. He came up just to kind of talk to us and didn't do his workout at that time.
Andy, last year, George Karlaftis was known for playing a lot of snaps, being durable in his college career. Felix seems to have the same sort of makeup. Just how much of that is a benefit to the scouting and obviously getting enough tape to see what he can do for Spags and Joe Cullen.
Yeah, I think that's, that was big for that part of it. I know our guys came out feeling very comfortable about the way he plays, and I think I'm answering your question there, but I mean, I think the guys, they felt comfortable with all the stuff that they saw there.
He just turned 21 in January. How do you guys kind of see him evolving over the next few years?
Yeah.
What are you going to work on?
As young. Listen, you're going to see growth in that first year, and probably a little bit less the second year, but you'll still get some, and that's normal. Again, I'd like to get hands on him before I start filling all that in. Herbie, are you okay back there?
I'm okay. I'm
He
okay.
just stepped right in your way to take the picture.
I know. He's okay.
Don't get upset.
You
got one, Herb?
I'm good.
Matt, go ahead, bud.
Coach, just looking at the human element, the Chiefs just won the Super Bowl, the draft is in Kansas City, and just a Kansas City kid. How special is that?
Yeah, I think it's neat. And then, the draft's right here in Kansas City. I know people down at the draft were excited. We were on the TV and they were fired up about it. So Kansas State, Kansas City, it's and then the drafts, I think that's a real positive. I was proud of our fans. I mean, we showed up like crazy today down there. It was a neat deal.
Andy, you said you had opportunities to trade out. I mean, did you seriously consider that? And I just wondered if Clark had any, pull in that situation to want to announce that first round pick down there.
Yeah, well, I don't think he would have risked that, if we felt like we wanted to trade out. So, but you get to that point, and, people, if you're that pick, you're going to have opportunities to trade out. And so people were calling us. But yeah, we felt very comfortable taking it.
You good? All right, hey.
Thank you, Coach.
Sorry.
This guy, you see that right there? This guy, I mean, he had another year left, right?
Yeah,
So he came out early. I mean,
at the age of 20. Then at the age of 20 at that. Yeah.
I think this finally means the end of Josh Kane.
Well, I mean, yeah, they still needed actors. Huh?
Probably still 11. Your station refuses to.
Turn the volume down. It's all right. I can't blame it on this.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Kane, he was like up there. He was like one of the top 3 players in the country. He was there with the South Koreans.
You would just see him in high school, so freshman, sophomore, just like helmet in hand somebody and throw him out of the way.
He was a monster, man. There were 2 or 3 really good guys. He was considered as good as them back. The injuries got to take us all 4-7 years.
Didn't hear you talking back there.
Huh?
You staying quiet back there. I'm quite sure you were still there.
Did he have 1 or 2?
There's a Zoom for people.
Hmm?
Did he have 1 or 2?
There's a Zoom for people.
Right now?
No, he's on the phone.
There's a Zoom. There's a Zoom for Felix. Email. There's a Zoom.
This COVID year, he got 1 or 2.
No, it's on Zoom.
Could have
Probably
2 years
today,
left.
Yeah.
You only played
The
3.
link is in the release. It's in the
20.
Yeah, he had that too. He's too as young as he is. Yeah. It's so hard to keep track of that COVID year. How many?
was saying there was a network out there. Okay. What TV station was at Felix's house?
We were told that there was gonna be like a network with him, that's why we went on.
NFL Network down there?
I don't know, they didn't tell us.
They showed something on TV. It was really blurry. It looked like it was this.
Yeah,
Bad.
I don't know, we called, Nick called them like a week ago, so, like to talk about us going, cause we're at another draft party.
Yeah.
But he said no. But I had to ask Nick again what all he said, so I'm not sure.
Foreman.
Yeah.
Did you see slide?
All right, Adam. We'll read around.
it or just?
Just on the roster.
Done?
Yeah.
Pringle?
Brian Pringle.
I'm Pringle.
One.
See the only one.
Off season, you had Tavon Rooks, Ray Wilson, Zach Dials.
I'm about to
Elijah Lee.
training camp or?
Yeah, Elijah Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the fullback? Is his name?
Braden Wilson.
Braden.
Oh, yeah.
Was that their 5th round pick?
6.
6?
And he got who got it was the trade with the defensive back from Arizona. Well, no, was that just Sherman's first year?
Yeah, no, sure.
That was just Sherman's first year. They
What was that?
drafted Wilson and brought in Sherman with
Yeah.
King. Who was the Javier Arenas trade? Oh,
That was Sherman, yeah.
That was the Sherman deal?
Okay, who was the, was that a K-State guy? Yeah. They had a safety here who played the year before Reid got here. And they couldn't cut him fast enough once they came in.
Tyson Hartman.
Tyson Hartman.
Look at that.
They couldn't cut him fast
Tyson
enough.
Hartman.
Yeah, it's
Look at that.
deep over there.
Look at that. And then before that, McGraw.
Andy Reid
John
had,
McGraw ran
the
that.
ink hadn't dried on his contract and Hartman was going.
Because Hartman was here with Cornell.
Tyson 2012.
You're picking up wounds.
Now, when you're now in the 4th round, you select Deuce Vaughn.
4th round? Lord have mercy. Okay.
Too high?
That's where he's projected, 4th, 5th round. Of course, projections don't mean anything.
I mean,
Just asking.
he's a little on the small side.
Oh, please, they're a small side.
Okay. So you're saying he's gonna be as good